What's up gamers, in today's video I'm going to be talking about the best DPS characters of each element. I'm going to go from the most dog water element to the best elements in the entire game. And because I like to make things interesting, I'm going to add a little spice to the video. Your goal is to pay attention and look out for the spicy thing that I did. But anyway, since I hate long intros, and I know you probably do too, let's get straight into the video. So let's start with the most horrendous element known to mankind. The element with the worst characters in the entire game. The element that has no synergies with other characters and one that Hoyoverse clearly shows zero love to. Hydro. Now we all know Hydro as the worst element in the entire game, so the best DPS of the element should be trash, right? Well, no. It's actually the Dragon of Fontaine, Neuvillette. If you're anything like me, I know you probably still don't know how to spell his name. Or maybe I'm the only one there. Neuvillette is a strong Hydro DPS character and it's actually scary how much damage he can do. He can cause emotional damage after you lose the 50-50 on his banner, and he can do a lot of Hydro damage with his arm water gun, I guess. This man creates balls which he absorbs, which allow him to blast his enemies for a longer period of time. But they don't just do that, no. They also heal him, like a lot. This is good because he can sustain himself in the Spiral Abyss, which means he doesn't need a healer. Actually, not just a healer, his entire team. This man can solo the Abyss at C0, meaning the character that all you free-to-plays need is Neuvillette. And the process of soloing the Abyss isn't hard. Just get Primos, summon for Neuvillette, lose the 50-50 to Chi-Chi, cry about getting Chi-Chi, grind more Primos, get Neuvillette, build Neuvillette, and solo the Abyss. It's not that hard. Sure, you're listening to this from a man that lost the 50-50 to D-Loop on Neuvillette's banner and still can't 36-star the Abyss, but that's besides the point. If spamming charge attacks is the way you like to play Genshin, then pull for Neuvillette. You won't regret it. Anyway, now for the best DPS character for one of the worst elements in the entire game, DENDRO. The best DENDRO DPS is surprisingly not Kaveh or Alhaitham. It's Tighnari, the superior. It's Alhaitham. Alhaitham is one of the strongest DPS characters in the entire game. He feels super satisfying to play and dishes out a ton of damage. The fact that he is this terrible element, which we know as DENDRO, makes him trigger elemental reactions such as Hyper Bloom and Quicken. These reactions play a big role in his damage. Yeah, Alhaitham mains, it's the reactions doing 60% of your damage, not the DENDRO dude. I'm actually curious to see how much damage this man does without being in a DENDRO team. If you like this dude a lot and you have him, join the Discord server and DM me a video of him in a team without an Electro or Hydra character. I'm curious to see how he does. The link will be in the description or the comments if anyone's actually going to do it. When Alhaitham leaks first came out, a lot of people were comparing him to Keqing. Actually, let me rephrase that. People were laughing at him for being a DENDRO Keqing, but he's actually way better than Keqing. Plus, he has super free-to-play friendly teams, like for example this team, or this, or this team, or this. Anyway, the point is, Alhaitham is a super strong DPS, and one that I would 100% recommend you pull for if you're a free-to-play and want a strong main DPS character. Now for another trash element, ANEMO. I'm actually scared to talk about the best ANEMO DPS, because we all know Kazuha has the best ANEMO support, no debate there. But when it comes to ANEMO DPS characters, there's Xiao and Wanderer. There's Xiao fans like Zyux, and there are Wanderer fans. And take a guess at which fandom I'm scared of. Yeah, it's Wanderers. But at the end of the day, there can only be one winner, and it's going to be, drumroll please, the 6'2" Lamenter Xiao.
Oh brother, this guy stinks!
Now Xiao wins because he simply just outputs more damage than Wanderer, and he even got a buff recently because of the release of Xianyan. I feel like they made Xianyan's kit strictly to buff Xiao, because she just makes him so much stronger. Xiao's playstyle is jumping up and down, and some people might not like this type of playstyle, and maybe that's why they pick Wanderer over Xiao. The only problem with Xiao is that he doesn't really have that many good team options. He's also very reliant on his burst for damage, and without it, you're really not going to be doing a lot of damage. This problem can be resolved simply by being good at the game and having enough energy recharge, but the problem still exists. And when you're fighting smaller enemies, he kind of knocks them back with his plunges, but he does have really good AoE, so it's not that bad. Overall, Xiao is a good DPS. He isn't as good as the other two I mentioned before because they're just so OP, but he is still a solid option. Oh yeah, if you're enjoying the video, why not like, subscribe, and join my Discord down below. It's super fun over there, and the people in this Discord server like trolling me by having suspicious names like this and this. If you want to join in on the fun and make a creative name like this, the link will be in the description and the comment section below. If you need help with building a character or setting up teams in Genshin Impact or even Honkai Star Rail, we literally have a channel made specifically to help you. So why not join? Trust me, you will love it there. And I hope you take 1 second of your life to join. 1 second. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's talk about the best Electro DPS, Raiden Shogun. I don't know know if you guys know this, but I'm a massive Raiden simp. But even with that being said, I'm going to be super professional and unbiased. When comparing Raiden to other Electro DPS characters such as Sino, Keqing, or even Beidou, she's the obvious winner. Sino makes terrible jokes and has an abnormally long burst duration. Keqing makes us sad when we see her on our summoning sessions, and Beidou's just Beidou. Raiden Shogun has so many strong team comps that allow her to do a ton of damage, and the fact that she can do all this damage as well as buffing her teammates with her elemental skill and battering her entire team is insane. Since this is a DPS video, her best DPS team is this one, but since she's the best character in the entire game, wait, I said I wasn't gonna be biased. Since she's a super strong character, she also has a nice free-to-play team consisting of 4 stars, which is this Raiden national team. But wait, that's not all. She has another really good DENDRO team where she doesn't act as the main DPS, but instead the Electro support. Her only job is to press E and stand there looking amazing and just stand there. These teams clear the spiral abyss so fast it's not even funny. If you need a really good Electro DPS, then Raiden is the only person you should consider since she has no flaw. Bro, I can't be biased! Now we're going to move from perfect to even better. We're about to talk about the best element in the entire game, the most loved element by Hoyoverse, the element with the strongest characters, and the element that synergizes very well with other elements, Geo. Now it's kind of sad how obvious the best Geo DPS character is. There isn't even a competition, it's Navia. Navia is a super strong Geo DPS, and I was so amazed at how much damage she can actually output. She outputs so much screenshot damage, it's very scary. And she does this all with her elemental skill. It's literally an umbrella shotgun. She works well in this team, but she can also work well in a punch team. If you don't believe me, check this out after you're done watching this video. But Navia is an easy character to build, she does a ton of damage, and to be honest, her playstyle is very fun, so I would recommend her to a lot of players. Also because she holds the best element in the entire game. Anyway, let's move on to the last 2 elements on the list, Pyro and Cryo. Let's start with Cryo. It's also a really good element like Geo and definitely hasn't fallen off as much as Hydro or Dendro. It actually has really good DPS options like Razzie and his bakery, Ganyu and her tiredness, Ayaka and her wet socks. I would say Eula, but someone got mad at me for calling her a cryo DPS. They said I'm supposed to call her a physical DPS. I get that she does physical damage, but come on bro, she holds a cryo element. Anyway, out of the 3, the title of the best cryo DPS has to go to Ayaka. Even though her dash can be annoying, and the fact that if enemies move out of her burst, it just goes to waste, when playing her in a free team like this, enemies really won't be able to move away since they're frozen, and her damage is buffed so much by her teammates. Some people don't like her because of her massive forehead, but sometimes you just have to accept the facts. She's the best DPS out of all the cryo DPS characters. But lastly, we have Pyro. I'm going to keep this very simple. It's Lenny, y'all. You guys need to stop downplaying on my boy. His damage is so much, it's crazy. If you compare Hu Tao with her best team against Lenny with his best team, trying to beat a boss, Lenny would win, without a doubt. Hu Tao is definitely a really strong DPS character, but Lenny's stronger. If you enjoyed the video and agree with my list, why not like, subscribe, and join the Discord down below. It's super fun over there, and I would really appreciate it if you joined. We like to host giveaways, talk about Genshin stuff, and even Honkai Star Rail stuff, and we have a super fun community over there. I also plan on doing a bunch of cool stuff. The link will be in the description and the comment section. Plus, it only takes a few clicks to join, so why not? I'll be waiting for you there. Please, take 1 second of your day to join. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.